Okay, ready to play some motherfucking Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah!
Okay, well, let's do it. The ward of the city known as the Swoops has always been precarious, and now the winds of change are blowing. Nestled at the base of that great mountain is a once great manor house, which is now an orphanage run by ogress Camilla Gerthump. But soon, this orphanage will be a troops barracks, for at the border of the region, fortifications are being built. Battalions of the city guard are massing, preparing for war, not against some otherworldly enemy, but against the inhabitants of the city itself. Inside the walls of this orphanage, orphans weep, not for the impending loss of their home, but because of the horrifyingly bleak speech sad boy bloodhunter Deathlich has just given them. He is, of course, a former ward of the orphanage who escaped or just grew up and got kicked out.
Aged out.
At the other end of the school, his friends and fellow members of the Gribbits Detective Agency, Zephyrбell, Charlie Goodboy, and Drongo have slipped into the darkness of the Undermountain in search of Sierra Delgado, cursed daughter of the priestess of Mercoul, who controls the city of Waterdeep by proxy. It's all very simple. I'm sure you understand it. So, we begin in an auditorium full of crying children, where Deathlich has the floor.
Stop crying. Stop. No. This wasn't my intention.
Oh no.
Stop. Okay. Look, I don't...
Handsome Daniel steps onto the floor to try and calm things down.
Hey guys, if anyone's to be crying here, it should be Deathlich.
Huh?
What?
Why should I be crying?
I mean, look at this guy. He's been through a lot, and he still managed to drag himself out of his bed in his crusty bedroom in some probably awfully priced motel to come here and talk to you. I think you should be feeling proud of yourselves, kids.
I'm staying at the Carabiner Suites.
You hear that? The Carabiner Suites. Now, doesn't that sound sad? Don't you feel sad for him?
Yeah, I feel sad. Feeling sad for him's made him feel happy for me.
That's right, because you're better than him.
Yay!
Last night I went to get some ice out of the ice machine, and when I pressed it, just teeth came out. It was really upsetting.
Why does he keep talking? And as they say that, the ogress Camilla Gerthump comes into the auditorium and says, "All right, children,
A bit of Camilla Gerthump over from Simon over there.
Oh, really?
Oh, sorry. I just elbowed a glass of water, but I caught it in midair because,
Dexterity. That's what they call. That's
dexterity +6.
that's what we got. Camilla Gerthump walks in and says, "All right, children, let's all go into go to your bedchambers and gather your things."
Miss Gerthump?
Yes.
Well, me and all the kids...
Dorothy?
Me and all the kids have got together and we just feel so sorry for Mr. Deathlich that we were hoping we could put together all of our pocket money. And she puts up a handful of buttons and says, and maybe we could adopt Mr. Deathlich, or we could take him as our very own.
Oh, sweet Dorothy. If only we could save Deathlich.
What?
He's beyond saving.
What?
We tried. He was here for much longer than he should have been. Save your buttons. You're going to need them. Life on the streets is hard. All right, children, come on.
She runs up and she puts one little blue button in his pocket and says, "If you ever need me, Mr. Deathlich, if you need a child, mummy, well, my name is Dorothy Pencils."
Oh! Of the Connecticut pencil.
Very same.
Oh, Simon's choking over there. Low constitution.
She
High
reaches
dex.
up on her tippy toes to try and ruffle his hair.
Aww.
I'm cool.
Recoiling at the touch of another living being, I guess Deathlich runs away. So yes, you're kind of Deathlich. The tide of the children are moving around you out of the auditorium, through the foyer, and down towards the bathrooms and the refectory. Refectory? Where do people sleep? Dormitory.
Dormitory.
What do they do in a refectory?
That's where they eat.
Oh,
Refect. What's
well, I
that?
have embarrassed myself.
Refectory was somewhere a priest lives or something?
That's a refractory.
Refractory, is it?
Is that so?
No, it's not.
That's the rectory,
A rectory.
Oh.
Rectory.
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 which is where you get your bum checked.
Does anyone
So,
Does anyone know Delgado? A child Delgado. Children, as you leave. I'm looking for Delgado.
everyone's ignoring you. They're just weeping and
I've
shuffling.
got a shiny button for anyone who knows Delgado.
A button? Sure, I'll take a button, mister.
Where's Delgado, kid?
I'll give me that button, I'll tell you.
Do an insight check to see if this kid's trying to rip me off. 13 plus insight is 14.
It's a real dicey one. You've met more trustworthy kids.
What does this kid look like?
He's got a pencil thin mustache and a white suit and a little. He's like, he actually goes, why don't you give me that button? I'll tell you later. I'll tell you everything you want to know.
And he's got white. You've got white gloves.
Yeah.
Devil's like, okay, here's the button.
He takes it out. He palms it, and he says, "What button? You gonna pay me or not?"
I just gave you a button. I just saw you put it in your palm. Where is it? Show me your palm.
Look, I'm sorry, but I'm getting kicked out of my home. I'm an orphan here. and he
Waddles off like a penguin.
Yeah, he does.
Damn it.
Meanwhile, the dark, musty wind blows around your ears, and you find yourself, Zephyr Bell, Drongo, and Charlie Goodboy in a tunnel. It looks like you can see there's actually a little doorway further up, which suggests to you that in the room that you are in, the infirmary, there is some kind of other door there, but you just pulled up the floorboards and fell through the floorboards, and you see a long tunnel going directly ahead. You can see about 60 foot ahead of you, but further than that is dark.
Did you know that my dazzling helm of brilliance, actually one of the things that it has is it emits dim light in a 30-foot radius.
Suck on that, Ian, you
no,
dipshit.
I should have finished reading it. When at least one undead is within that area. Any dim
No, it's
light?
very dark.
Okay. I
very
read
dark.
half the sentence. It's like, yeah, I get this helmet.
Yeah, I get excited halfway through sentences too.
How about Eden?
man.
Aren't I carrying a living fire?
Well, you do have a brazier of fire elementals.
Does that give off any light?
No,
whatsoever?
you need to light it. When you light it, then you summon the thing. As it is, it's kind of like a small fireplace that you can put down and really
around.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it looks cool. You like have it attached to your backpack.
That's cool.
It looks
Does-
like you're a wrought iron merchant or something.
Sick. And I'm
Does
a bird.
Charlie
Yes,
Goodboy have dark vision?
I do. I have it up to 60 feet.
60 feet dark. So yeah, you can see along into the dark, but it is, you can see it goes straight, and beyond that, more darkness.
And what's it? Is it hewn out of something? Is it like?
It looks.
Is it decorated in any way? Is it?
It looks like this was built, not magically, but someone kind of hewn with pickaxes and shovels and things like that. Kind of, quite skilled artisans and crafts peoples.
Does it look like...
Does it look dwarvish?
Yeah, if you had to guess, you'd say dwarvish. Only because when stone masonry looks good, you're like, dwarfs did it.
What's the
We're
difference
racist.
between dwarvish and dwarven?
Same thing.
Okay. Okay.
You can also say dwarfish with the F. It's up to you. Oh, hey, Ma.
Does
Question.
she watch, Eden? Does she watch?
Absolutely not. I've asked her to be like, hey, we're doing a show at the Comedy Store, Mum. Do you want to come? She's like, I'm not interested in the Dungeons and the Dragons.
What did
Thanks,
she
Mum.
message you about?
Oh, something about, it's not important for now. I'm trying to stay focused, Alex.
What was it? Remember I met your mum at that bar one night?
Yeah.
And she said something crazy to me about you. What was it?
I hate my son.
It was literally like I never really cared for Job. It was that, but it was about you. What did she? I can't remember what she said.
One time I asked,
Oh, she said that to me as well.
Never-
No, she's talked to me about
never
that.
really cared for who?
Job. It's like when Lucille Bluth says it about Job in Arrested Development, but she was talking about you.
Oh, good.
The upshot of that comment is, Eden, that she didn't used to care for you, but you've really come into your own.
Oh,
That's
yes,
what it was. She was like,
me.
as a child, he didn't do anything for me. I'm glad he's changed.
She said one time I asked, I don't know if I said this before, we had people over, it was my birthday, and we were asked.
Oh, no.
Did I tell you about this?
All right, trigger warning for sadness.
True. No, but I was like, someone was like, oh, we want to exchange as kids. I was like, why didn't I go on exchange? And she just looked me in the eye and just went, too stupid. It killed. The table went up. It was funny. You know, I have to give her that. But it was my birthday. Anyway.
One time I was on a Ferris wheel with your mother.
What were you
And I was about 7 months pregnant. She gave me some very graphic tips for how to prepare my body for labour. And I shan't repeat any of them.
Why were you under what circumstance were you on a Ferris wheel with Eden's mum?
Want to guess?
Trying to catch a criminal?
They're on a stakeout.
You were on a stakeout.
All I can think of, because I've been at work all day, is radio competition.
It's even more boring than that.
It was
Bondi Arts Festival. One finds oneself on a Ferris wheel.
Yes.
What was your question, Alex? You don't know anymore, do you?
Shut up, I know. What would the question have been about?
You fucking idiot.
About what's going on, about being in a tunnel.
Oh, yes, here's my question.
Okay.
Can I inspect the ground for any footsteps, fresh or otherwise?
Certainly, yeah. You can do, it's going to be a survival check that deals with tracking and the like. You can do a survival check as well. And Charlie Goodboy, you got survival?
I got a 20.
You got a 20, okay.
That's good. Well, you just do that one then. Survival.
The dust has been disturbed by footprints. Large footprints.
Booted? Shod? Or bed?
Shod. Booted.
Okay.
Shod and booted.
What the F shod mean?
Yeah. You can't use words like shod, not explain them.
It means when you're shod, well, you shod. You shoe.
You don't even know what it means.
Shoed. It means shoed. That's what it means.
What's in between shod and booted then?
A shoe and boot.
Shod is just, yeah.
And then what if you wanted to show feet?
Excuse me?
Like barefoot. How would you describe barefoot? That is
Barefoot, you'd say barefoot.
Okay.
Unshod.
Unshod.
Unshod is what you would say. You wouldn't say unbooted. That wouldn't be correct. You find, yes, so Charlie Goodboy sniffs around and finds some tracks leading into the darkness.
And how fresh do they look?
24 hours old. Fresh.
What size?
Large. Big feet.
Are they going towards our destination and not back?
No, they're going both ways.
Both ways. So it could be there or not there.
And two feet?
We don't know if they walked backwards or forwards.
Exactly. They could have walked backwards.
They might have walked backwards and then
back.
They
forwards.
could have backwards feet.
But you don't know.
Yeah, how many feet? Is it pairs or what? Or is it like that?
One big pair of feet.
So one big
So
foot.
what are you doing? So you guys are sniffing around for tracks. What are you doing, Deathlich? You're surrounded by kids.
Yeah, Deathlich is gonna. Can I just?
All your friends have abandoned you, by the way. You don't know where your friends are. What do you
I
want?
need to find this fucking Delgado kid. But I have the manifest of the orphanage, but the page where her entry was ripped out. Wasn't it?
It's true.
Are there security cameras at this orphanage?
There are not security cameras. We have mobile phones, but no security cameras.
Fine.
There
it's
was a
fantasy.
weird
Is there
technology skit.
Yeah, is there a fucking I don't know, a security wizard.
No, not that you can see.
A security ball.
No.
An orb.
There is an orb, but it's just it's what you describe in modern parlance as a light globe.
All right, I'm going to find a fire alarm and pull that then.
Do they have fire alarms here?
That's what happens. You don't give him.
Yeah,
Don't give him what he wants.
And he will burn the fucking place
Burn
down.
the whole place down. Or he'll just alert things to not be... Okay, so you're not concerned that your friends have disappeared and haven't come back from the bathroom yet, some 40 minutes ago.
Well, I know that if I pull the fire alarm, everyone will leave.
Okay.
And I'll meet them at the safety assembly point.
You can't see, as in modern buildings, a clearly mounted thing, but there is a bell by the main door.
All right, I'm going to go ring that bell.
Okay, so you go ding 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 ding, and all the children run back from the dormitory towards you and arrange themselves in neat rows in front of you.
Oh boy, a performance right now?
What? No.
You rang the performance bell. That means we get a performance.
What?
You know the rules, Deathlich.
You don't want to
If you ring the performance bell, one does not ring it lightly.
What?
For the great dance happens when the bell is rung, not before and not thence.
Great dance. I.
Dance for us.
Dance for us. Dance for us. Dance for us. Dance for...
Only the British kids ever run.
Well, okay, Deathlish does a dance. Then he does a really good dance.
Okay, performance check. It's got to be a performance check.
That's a one.
That's
Oh,
a
it's
big
another
old
one. All of the children start crying just when you thought...
What dance would you do? Maybe he just starts doing the running man and the trips and hits his face.
Yeah, you're
or
tripping
like-
and fall down.
Or you start doing the wop dance and everyone's like, oh no, that's not okay.
Try to do the worm, but it's you just kind of humping the floor in a
Just
weird...
punching my dick into the ground. Kunk, kunk.
Camilla looks at you and says, she just comes over and she says, get up, you fool.
No, I can do the worm.
Clearly you cannot. You have attempted the worm and you're just smashing your junk in between two cobblestones. It's disgusting.
I'm doing it. I wanted to say I'm doing a dance.
Look, can you please just get your friends and leave? Where are your friends? They've been peeing for an awful long time.
Yeah, well, they all have urinary tract infections.
What?
Every single one of them.
You guys need to drink more cranberry juice.
Charlie, good boy, his dog dick's all gross. And it's all...
I don't need to know this. Need nor want to know. Please, look. Are you going to take some of these children? You made the generous offer of rehousing these children. Where should I send them?
All I want is the Delgado child. Where is she?
Well, look, if you want, I don't know where she is.
Ooh.
What?
I don't know where she is.
What do you mean you don't know where she is?
What do you mean? How many children would you have to take for me to tell you where she is? If I were to
Is
know.
he still dancing while he's doing it?
Take all the children.
Can you at least look at me? Not
where she is.
stop humping the floor if you're looking at me. Please, just can we have a conversation? Look,
All right, I'll take 6 children.
all of the children.
How many children's all of them?
200.
I'll take 200 children
All right, where should I send them?
to Gribbits Detective Agency.
Do you have an address for that?
It's in Watership Down. Waterdeep City.
What?
It's in Waterdeep City. It's in Limehouse.
Oh, all right,
It's in Limehouse.
all right.
And you can send them to Mr. Gribbits.
Mr. Gribbits. All right.
Or you can send it to Ignatius. No, that's the other podcast. What's Dave's name in this? Phineas Fogg.
Phineas Fogg. It seems like you're
Phineas
just
Fogg.
making up names that you've heard in stories other people have written. That's what it sounds like to me.
What's Dave's character's
Pims.
name? It's
Vinegar Pim.
Vinegar Pims. Phineas Fogg was pretty close to
It's true. It's in the neighbourhood for sure.
Miss Thumb, you said one day someone will come here and they pick us up and we get to live with a big happy family. But this seems like you're just getting rid of all of us to a sort of maniac at the same time. And
Oh, so you maniac! Look at me, dads. I'm quite Agile on my worm.
Can I stay here and then the others can go, please? I'll make no noise. I'll be quiet.
Look, what if I could, little bomb.
Jump bomb bomb.
Jump bomb.
Jean Bobon.
Jump bomb.
Jean bomb
Jump bomb.
It's
These
John.
fancy children.
Jean Bon Bon. Jean Bon Bon. Oh, Jean Bon Bon.
Please, I won't make any noise.
Would that you could stay here, but look, I won't leave you. I will lead the head of this column of children, and Handsome Dan and his girlfriend Flana will keep up the rear.
Come
all
on,
right?
John Bon Bon. It's not so bad.
Okay, pencils.
After all, if you are a lovely child, eyes so sweet and manners mild, one day a man will come. He might do the worm, he might make you squirm, but he will give you a lovely house. You won't have to be quiet as a mouse. We can play and carouse, living in Limehouse. Can I change my character?
To be Dorothy Pencils.
That was so close to the melody of the actual song those children sing in that Mary Poppins. That was incredible.
Wow. Wow.
And they all pack up their things. She's got all their stuff, and they're all packed, and they're all ready to go, and they're in 2 lines of 2.
Yep, waiting outside.
220 children.
Well then, Mr. Deathlich, if you'll go fetch your friends, we'll all go to Limehouse as one.
I'll wait here. For them, they'll be done soon.
Okay. All right.
Fine.
All right, just gonna wait here?
Yep.
All right. You all kind of stand. There's that thing, what do they call it? There's a awkward silence. So where do you think, you don't want to go and check on them? Meanwhile, at the beginning of a tunnel.
Well, we've heard the bell.
I should go check on them. Sorry, yeah. So Deathlich, I'll go check on them.
Okay. So Deathlich, you go through, the dormitory is empty, and in the, not refectory, infirmary, you see that there is a pried up board.
Yep, and I go in and I run down following the footpaths of my friends to meet up with them in the dark.
Hey, Deathlich, how you going? We heard some weird sounds upstairs which sounded like crying and then someone humping the ground just above us. Do you know what was going on?
There was a fire. And that sound that you heard that sounded like crying was the fire hose. That wasn't tears, it was a fire hose, and the humping sound that you thought you heard was a fireman axing open a barrel is what happened.
Was there a
With a
fire in
groin?
the barrel?
Yes, there's some children lit a barrel on fire
Okay.
is what it was. And
Why is your dick
Why-
all mashed up?
Why is there,
I,
why is there blood in the front of your trousers?
a man paid me $400 to mash my dick.
That's not better.
A man in a top hat came by, and he said, I want one night alone with your dick. And I said, what? You have to pay me a lot of money. He said, I have an indecent proposal for you. Here's $400. And I said, okay. And then I sat on a bench and I opened up my fly, and he just went to he wore big boxing gloves.
You know what is the most chilling thing about all of this? Is I know for a fact that every single person sitting here is completely sober. Isn't that the worst?
Just went to town.
Oh, was he getting tired?
He's like a boxing match where. Anyway, yes.
Oh my goodness gracious me.
Your friend, the deep dwarf, Rockford Balboa, listening to your story, Deathlich says, I no longer wish to be in your presence. I am leaving. I will lead the orphans back to Limehouse. I hope that you survive and that I see you again, my friends. But if I don't, can I have your things?
Yeah.
I mean, I will care for your things in your absence.
Just want to circle back to our list of things to do.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, we are going to do mushrooms.
Will we loop you back in at the mushrooms phase?
Yeah, okay.
Or do you want to hop back into the casino stage of things?
Why don't you come pick me up? We'll get high and go to the casino. How's that sound?
Okay, that sounds
cool.
Good. All
Do
right,
we have to bring the orphans now to the casino?
No,
Or is
I'm
that
gonna
just
take care of the orphans. It's gonna be fine, okay? Mainly for expediency of the venture, I think.
I just think it'd be cool to take at least one. I saw one orphan was wearing this little white suit, and he looked like he could.
Oh
really
yeah, he looked like a real
clean up.
shyster, didn't he? Yeah, okay, I'll keep him. I'll bring him back. I'll meet you guys outside, okay? I'll call me when you're done.
Okay.
Hey guys, I love you.
That's so awesome.
Thank you so much.
Oh
for saying
wow, that hurts. That hurts so much.
That I love that you can say that.
All right, well, fuck you guys. Okay. Fuck you all very much.
Okay, fuck you.
Okay, fuck you guys.
I love that someone can just leave an adventure being like, well, that's me. Walk out.
Okay, bye. Well, otherwise you're gonna have to come back and get the orphans.
Oh no, I know you. No, he was right to do so.
Yeah. That's what I thought was best. That's what I thought was best. But maybe I'll change my mind. I'm in control of this situation. Okay.
Charlie, where are we heading?
We're following some
Down
footsteps
the
that we found.
Yeah, let's go.
Down.
Okay.
Down the tunnel into the deep darkness.
Wait, why are you still talking? Is Balboa saying that as he
No,
walks away?
sorry, I was doing talk voice. Sorry, my bad. I was doing narrator voice.
You're doing talk voice?
Doing talk voice, doing narrator voice. No, I'm just looking up. You can roll perception checks for me, please.
Okay.
As you walk down into the darkness.
Perception.
What you got for me, boy?
I
21.
got 19, actually.
Okay.
16 plus 3.
All
Oh, I
right.
can just roll traditionally.
dice.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you can do it.
I got a 3, thank you.
I got 11.
You got 11? Who got 19?
This guy.
I got 21.
Okay.
Oh, 21. So I'm gonna win.
I got 21.
It's got a hot hand.
So you two, Charlie Goodboy and Deathlich, feel a little scratching, a little chipping at your shoulder, and the hairs stand up on your neck as you realize you each have a big old spider on your shoulder, right?
So there's 2 spiders or 1 big spider?
You each have a spider on you, and my other friends, you get bitten by spiders. What is your armor class, if you please?
13.
I got 14.
Oh yeah, boy, I'm gonna bite you so good. That's what the spider says. Okay, you take I want you got to take a DC 9 Constitution save for me, my boy.
Love that.
And you also got to take a DC 9 Constitution save. What the fuck's up with these lame ass
DC.
monsters?
DC.
But Charlie Goodboy, Deathlich, you can have an attack on the spider if you
Yeah,
like.
so I'll attack the fucking spiders.
Yeah,
So if
the
I got a
spiders.
14,
What you got for me?
I'm
I'm
chill.
gonna do it.
You got to roll in it.
I didn't-
Constitution.
It's the one thing I'd never.
Roll Constitution.
Yeah, I know how to do that.
Roll
shit.
that one. There you go.
Yeah, I got a. No, it says 15 though. It's gone on 5, but it says 15.
That's cocked, isn't it?
It's cocked, so I reckon I
What
should do
the
it again.
fuck?
I get to do it again.
D&D Beyond, why did you make the dice
Constitution.
uncockable?
I do it again.
Make them
What's
uncockable.
cockable mean?
You know when a dice is like on its side and you don't know what
Oh, that's crazy.
What, they did that in the...
Yeah, it's...
Really?
I only got
Wow.
6. I got 1 better, so I'm glad I did it. But
Did you get cocked? Wait, so
This
you
time.
take 2 damage. Write that down.
Okay,
You
fine.
did you
I got
pass?
14, so.
Okay, so you take 1... No, you take no damage.
Okay.
Because it's fine. No... Oh, actually... Yeah, great. You passed the save.
I tried
Definitely
to
should
attack,
be
but I only got
platforming.
a 9. What's their armor class?
12, you miss. Charlie Goodboy.
I just did an unarmed strike to like wipe it off my shoulder really quickly. So
All
I got
right.
17.
Okay. Yes, you harmlessly sweep him off your shoulder, and he skitters back towards you. It is now your turn, Mr. Kinku.
How is this? This is on my shoulder still.
Yep, you got a spider on you. He just bit you.
I want to. Ow!
Yeah.
First I go ow, and then I freak out. Yeah, and I slap him off with my wing.
You gonna slap it? You gonna slap him off with your little wing hand?
If I stab it, can I accidentally stab myself if I roll too low? As my
If you roll a 1, you're absolutely gonna you're gonna stab yourself.
But if I don't roll a 1, then I'll stab it.
No, then you can
I'll
attack
stab it.
him.
I'll stab it. This is
You
what it
stab
is.
him with your
Okay.
knife.
He's stabbing.
Yeah, I'm stabbing.
Stabby.
I got a 25. So
For sure. Stab him.
No, that's to hit rather. Oh
Yeah.
wait. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
what damage?
My damage is I cocked again 7. 2 plus 2.
You absolutely impale this spider. He is dead ski. Zephyr Bell, you got a spider
Hang on,
on
as
you.
a reaction then,
Yes.
I'm going to curse the blood puppet, the fallen blood puppet.
Uh-huh.
And that spider now has to make an attack. It's going to move. What's its move speed?
It's got 20 feet.
Okay, so it's going to jump onto the spider on Zephyr's
Okay.
shoulder, and it's going to attack that with a +2 bonus.
Okay. All right. Spider v spider action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spider violence.
Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, that's a hit. Okay, so that spider, you kill the spider, then it pulls itself off the knife and
Yes.
jumps onto you, kills another spider.
I can't chain reaction it though. I only get one
Oh,
reaction.
you can't.
I
Okay.
think Drongo's probably like, oh my god, guys, I think my knife can bring spiders back from the dead. He goes
what?
to stab himself.
Don't-
Somebody's not me.
Not again. Not again.
Like a ding dong.
Zephyr, you've got 2 dead spiders on you. One of them is a zombie spider, but there is your one. Did you kill your one? No.
No.
You have a spider
Yeah.
on you, and there's another spider on the floor. There are 2 spiders. What are you gonna do? There's a spider on Deathlich, and there's a spider on the floor.
Do we know? Do they just seem like regular spiders?
They are biting
They
you.
just You got. Well, Drongo got bitten by one. They do seem like they seem like big spiders, but yeah, regular spiders. Why? Do you have some sort of spider knowledge that you want to impart?
No. I just wanted to know, like, if I could just slap at the spider.
Yeah, you could. I mean, sure.
How big is
I
it?
know.
Like the size
Can
of a
I
tennis
use
ball?
my mage hand
Okay.
to go and pick up the spider off my friend?
Yeah, sure.
Deathlich?
You can make an attack roll. It would be your unarmed strike, which is going to be in your attack stuff.
Dave just normally does this stuff for me, man.
It's right there. Just roll it. They're spells, man. Go to attack.
This is a good time to say that Jackbox Games is completely fine.
They're fine now.
What?
They're
So what does
fine
that
now,
mean?
yeah.
You guys are
There's-
friends?
Yeah, we're best friends. They actually offered me a bunch of games, and I...
How about cash? If you cash,
Yeah,
How
how about,
give me
how about it
cash?
being
Let me tell you, if anyone wants to play free Jackbox,
they were like,
they can come
we
to my
offered
house.
you Jackbox games. That's what we
Okay, I
offered.
got 15.
15? Okay. So you swat him off, but he starts to crawl back towards you again. Deathlich.
Wait, Tom, aren't those games free?
I thought
keep
they were
freaking
like
saying
browser games that are
They're
played.
not browser. It's not mini clip, Michael. Okay, they're actual games. They cost money, and they're pretty. I'm doing an ad for them. They're pretty good, actually.
We played them on stream once, and it was just in a browser and it was free.
Yeah, I don't know. They're not. You got to buy them. I know that for a fact.
Oh, okay, maybe we bought them then.
Yeah.
Well, look,
Thanks, Simon.
because Tom now isn't enemies with Jackbox Games, and obviously here at Dragon Friends Incorporated, we have to maintain commercial passivity and
We do?
equilibrium. Of course we do.
Yes, of course.
Of course we do. I am now declaring them my personal enemy, Jackbox Games. So I'm starting a feud with them. Jackbox Games, more like sack whack games.
Oh no, now they're going to steal that from
Oh,
you. You will,
no. And they'll try and pay you off with free games.
They're not free. They are actually. They cost pretty pricey. It's
Why
a
didn't you
package.
just ask them for some money?
Why didn't I ask for some money? Because it was such a small thing. It was so stupid, but they just wouldn't admit to it.
It's not stupid. It's your IP.
Did they admit to it?
And I went back and forth with them so many times, and after I was like, "Are you guys sure?" Because you guys are just saying the wrong thing, and we're getting more angry at each other. And I was like, "Are you sure it's the right thing you're talking about?" And I sent them the thing that I'd already sent them, and they were like, "Look, we're so sorry. You're absolutely right. We fucked up. We dropped the ball. Blah blah blah." I was like, "Okay, thank you." That's
Are they going to stop
fine."
using it though?
Yeah, they stopped using it immediately. But all I wanted them to do was just say, Can you just admit though that you used my thing? They're like, no, it wasn't your thing. It was just something that sounds
Look, for legal
similar."
reasons, you are right, but for legal reasons, we cannot admit that we're wrong.
That's it. And they admitted after a while, so I was like, good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's where you get the money, not the
Yeah,
free game.
I was about to-
You got
I think I've actually
stooged.
misunderstood what happened. So, in actual fact, my enemy, just for commercial balance, my enemy isn't Jackbox Games, but for commercial
Cody.
balance, I will now steal something from Tom's IP and claim it as my own.
You could do that, it would damage your brand beyond belief.
I have to talk about breakfast.
That's pretty good. Doesn't
Anyway,
sound like-
sorry, Al.
My original
It's your
source, have you checked your bunghole?
Thank you.
I'm stealing from 2 different IPs there. Namaste. Thank you
bunghole?
very much. Bunghole?
Yeah.
Beavis and Butthead?
Oh, there you go.
Very cutting edge comedy. Okay, there's 2 spiders.
Zephyr Bell, what are you doing?
I already mage-handed them off you.
You just brush it off. So now
You're welcome.
there's
very
2
much.
spiders on the floor, and they're kind
Oh,
of.
no, I wanted to pick it up with my mage hand and then
Yes.
so we could inspect it.
Oh, so you just want to hold it in front of you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just wriggling in front of you like
Just
a
looks
like a
normal?
spider. It's like a big spider though. It's like arachnophobia spider.
Squish it with the mage hand.
It's this big.
Yeah, it's like a big
Oh
like.
shit! All right, well,
like
can I
full-
squish it? Is that an extra
Yeah,
action?
sure. Yeah, I think
Pick
you
it
can
up,
do.
squish it?
Yeah, you squish it with your mage hand.
Yeah, what happens?
The guts, all the legs go. "Rah." It's mostly dead. If you crush it again next round, it'll be totally
Okay.
dead. But it's a real slow, painful death, and you hear the spider go.
Oh my goodness.
Because you tried to bite us, you little fuck.
Yeah.
Death Lich. There's one more spider crawling
I think
towards
it's
you.
Charlie's turn.
Oh, it's Charlie. Sorry, Charlie, I missed you.
I'm going to cast Shillelagh.
And you're gonna whack it.
Just whack it. Whack it
Kill
down.
it.
Oh, that's an 8.
Nah, you miss it. You bloody miss it. We're back to you. Oh wait, and it's gonna come for you, boy. Oh, but it misses you. Drongo, you're up.
Time to stab my magic knife that I think's magic now.
You got a magic knife?
No,
Oh
I
yeah,
don't.
because you think it's gonna bring it
I
back.
think I dropped my. I think I managed to press something and I dropped my my daggers.
Don't do that.
No, it's fine. Okay, I accidentally dropped my dagger and now I use my short bow.
Yeah, there you go. Shoot at it.
Yay, 13.
Yeah, you get it.
Sick.
You impale it against the wall,
Nice.
just like the nail gun impaled the spider against the wall in Arachnophobia, a movie that I never saw, but that I heard about a lot. I didn't watch it because it was too scary. I didn't want the nightmares.
Also, as a child, Eden was cowardly and stupid, so...
So
Too
I was afraid. I was afraid of space. I saw this movie where someone went into space and they didn't have the helmet on right, and then the helmet came off and they like imploded, and I was like, I couldn't sleep.
smart.
I couldn't sleep, and I was like, space. And then years later, I was like, I wasn't in space. There was no risk of me going into space. I was in no danger at any time.
It's
Do you
real
think-
fear. Cosmophobia.
Yeah.
Cosmophobia, is it?
But do you think, like just subconsciously, that's why you never became an astronaut?
Yes.
Because you obviously have the
definitely.
body, the physique, and
Oh,
the mind of
and
an
the
elite.
smarts
Yeah,
of an astrophysicist.
Unfortunately, he got his mum to write the reference letter to NASA.
Oh.
And there were only 2 words.
Too stupid!
The other one was acid from Alien. You know how they're like shooting the alien in the door and the acid gets on their face? I was also afraid of that.
I mean, acid attack is more real than space explosion, I would say.
Very true. Very true.
But even so, very stupid boy.
Mildly competent man.
Imagine just a bunch of people in their 30s sitting around and being like, yeah, that kid's dumb. That child is dumb.
Oof, what a dingo. Okay, so
Spiders are all dealt with?
spiders are all dead in the cold wind of the Undermountain.
Was it windy in this
Blows.
tunnel?
Oh, it's so windy.
Ugh.
It's like where's this
Brr.
where's this wind coming from? Underground wind? No one's ever heard of underground wind. And there is whispers on the wind, and it's like spooky. Ooh, I know what you did, Charlie. Good boy.
Wait, what?
Can we all hear that?
Well, you think you heard it, but then you wonder, did you hear it at all?
Charlie, did you just hear that? Charlie,
Yep.
what do you... Did you just hear that wind saying, I know what you did?
Yeah, but wind can't talk. That doesn't make
What did
sense.
you do, Charlie?
I farted.
Charlie?
We didn't hear you.
I farted. Yeah, I said it. I farted.
Oh, he did. Oh.
Wait, do your farts say? Did you fart so big that it made
I know
wind? And
what
the
you
farts. Do your farts say, "I know what you did, Charlie Good Boy"?
Do your farts admit to themselves as they come out?
Yes, I'm a good boy.
Oh.
I can't just do a silent fart and drop it and leave it. I just have to own my mistakes and move forward. So now we're all on the same page. I farted. Now let's go down this windy.
So you
Thank
have
you
a
very
vocal
much.
and cursed butthole.
It's not cursed. It's polite.
Do we believe him? Can I do
You make an inside check.
I would
Yeah.
like to do an insight check, please.
Oh, my inside's not good.
You don't know. You think
I think
it's
also
possible.
Charlie's still a bit rattled since somebody suggested that he might have killed his own mother and patron in his sleep.
And now the wind's
Mother,
whispering
master,
too?
not master.
Mother and master.
I got a
Did somebody-
13.
I don't know. Yeah.
I think you don't know what he knows.
Yeah, I got a 0.
How'd you get a 0, brother?
I got a 1. I got a
It's a big old mystery to you.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Do I get a? Do I? What do I think? Can I do a perception check?
what do you think with your own insight?
Like what it was? I got a 24 actually.
It sounds like maybe it was just a trick of the mind. You can't tell.
Never mind. Okay.
Maybe it was a trick of the mind. And as you wonder, you come to a spiral staircase
Going up or down?
going up.
Are there footsteps on the spiral?
Yeah. This is the way they came.
We follow
Okay.
up. We
Let's go.
ascend the staircase.
All right, so you climb. Oh, bless you.
Excuse me.
You climb the staircase up. You must be in the belly of the mountain now, inside the slopes. And as you come to the top of the stair, you find yourself. You feel it's very dark. You can see some 30 feet. Oh, you can't see 30 feet actually, because there's no. But who's got torches? Who can see? Who can see in the dark? Can you all see in the dark?
I have dark vision.
You've all got dark
Charlie.
vision. So you feel and you see the space open out into a great cavern, hewn by the same hands that made the walkways that you ran along. And you can't see the end of it. It feels like a great, vast space, at least kind of 200 feet long. And you see around the edges that there's kind of like bits of wood and scraps and bits of rags and things like that. And it looks like maybe some people are living here. Signs of inhabitation. Inhabitants?
I guess I'll do a. Oh, were you about to wrap up the half? Or
Yeah, you can make a little. Yeah, but you can make a
Okay,
perception
I'll
check.
do a little perception check to see what's in the scraps of whatever's left. That's a 1. Fuck, I haven't rolled anything.
You're rolling real bad.
Throw that
So I haven't
dice.
seen all my good rolls.
So you look at the rags and you go,
Rags.
rags, rags, right. And you hear a voice echoing out of the darkness. It says, well, well, well. Look who's come crawling home. If it isn't Nathan Skullbread. And out of the darkness walks a figure with grey skin, pointed ears, and white hair. And he looks at you and says, come back for a rematch? Who is this shady figure? What are the rags even for? What's going on in this adventure? Find out next time. Will they find Eliza Delgado? Find out next time. It's coming up right after this on the Gribbits Detective Agency. We'll be right back after these messages. Beep, 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 beep.